It's apartment hunting day. Andrew, are you excited for today?
I'm excited. I think we're gonna have fun. We're gonna get to see 5 different apartments in mostly different parts of the city. So we'll also get a good overview of what the rest of Taipei looks like. And this serviced apartment is super nice, but I'm really excited to see what a normal Taiwanese apartment looks like.
We know we're not going to get an apartment here like what we might find in the US, but that's kind of the point, right?
Yep, that's a good thing. Ideally, we'd like to have 3 bedrooms, so one for us, one for family when they visit. One I can use as an office because I think I have to work from home part of the time. We also hope to have 2 bathrooms, standard stuff for a Taiwanese apartment. So a kitchen with burners, probably no oven, probably no dishwasher, which is okay. And then a washer and dryer would be great, but if not, we can just buy those.
I'd like to find a furnished apartment, if at all possible, just to make it easier to transition into being here. And we're not planning to ship any of our furniture.
Yeah, or at least have some of the furniture, like maybe a bed and a mattress would be great, just to get started.
Oh, and a parking space would really be nice to have.
Yeah, totally, because we'd like to have a car.
I would also like to have a gym in the building, if at all possible. I don't need anything fancy. One thing we'd like to do in Taiwan is get in better shape. And I know I'm far more likely to use a gym in the building than go outside.
Yep, same for me.
What did you think about the first one that we saw?
I don't really remember the first one, but I remember thinking it was pretty nice and that I could live there. But we also had nothing to compare it to, so it didn't make as much of an impression. What about you?
The main living area looked like it had a good amount of space, though. Could you fit in the shower?
Yeah, it'd be tight, but I could fit.
I was a little concerned about that.
You could fit, maybe 2 people in that shower. If you've ever seen Walk With Me, Tim.
The Tim shower test?
Yeah.
I really like the room with all storage. It's kind of a dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, it would help to, have space to accumulate a couple of things since it's hard to get sort of the comforts of home here. We could keep 6 months worth of shampoo or whatever else.
I also think the bedrooms are a little tight.
Yeah, that was a theme with all of them. They all have small-ish bedrooms, but again, that's not a big deal. We expected that.
So I liked the second one. Looks like it could use a good cleaning, and pretty sure I saw a dead cockroach or I saw some sort of dead bug. I liked the layout, it was interesting, and I could kind of picture us having a nice living room set up, space for a dining area.
I did not like the second one. I thought it was not the cleanest, which is totally fixable, but it was also near a very main road, and there was a lot of just like low hum of road noise, which you could probably get used to, but I just wouldn't want to have to hear that all the time.
Yeah, you were a little bit worried about working, but it had a nice view of Taipei 101.
It did, it had a nice view.
And I think the bedrooms had a decent amount of space, though, again, I'm a little bit worried about whether you'd have enough room in the shower.
Yeah, that's a running theme with these apartments, but I think it would be okay.
Tall person problem.
But yeah, I feel better about the amount of space in the guest bedrooms and your office. And I like the park right off the window. I felt better about taking Peanut around this neighborhood.
Oh, also, it looked like there were some good restaurants that we could try out. So, the third one we didn't actually get to see.
I think the landlord wasn't available at the appointment time, so I don't know if that means it was rented or what, but the lobby was super nice.
I really liked the neighborhood too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I could definitely see myself walking Peanut around in that area, but I guess the apartment itself will remain a mystery. I love the fourth one. It felt like home as soon as we walked in.
I liked it too. It was pretty big. It had like a primary bedroom with a primary bathroom attached to it that you could sort of like close off from the rest of the apartment. It had, I think, a couple of balconies.
The guest bedroom was on the cozy side, but it was light and bright, and I don't think our guests would mind. There's also a bathroom right across the hall. We, of course, did a shower test.
You have a few inches.
As long as I don't get taller. And whole room that was just storage, like one giant walk-in closet. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. I also like that the kitchen had doors that you could close.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you could cook and then close the doors if you don't want the smell to get out or whatever.
Yeah, no washer and dryer, so we'd probably have to get one, but that seemed doable.
Yeah, I think so.
One of the agents said that it was more of a Japanese style apartment. I really liked all the storage, so I think that would make it really comfortable for us.
It felt more like a suburb, which is maybe the only downside. It's kind of a long commute for me. And there were not a lot of bars, restaurants, stores, things like that nearby. There's like a Costco nearby and like
really?
Yeah. And like lots of big department stores and stuff, but that's okay. So as long as we get a car, I think it should be pretty feasible to go wherever we want.
Okay, last but not least.
The last one was in a super awesome neighborhood and the lobby was amazing. It was like maybe a little gaudy, but like everything was gold. It had a huge gold chandelier. All of the reception stands were like
stunning.
Stone or granite. It was beautiful. And then the hallways upstairs were also like incredible, but they clearly spent all the money on the public parts and not the private parts.
I thought the layout of this one was a little bit less convenient.
Yeah, all of the bedrooms, it has 3 bedrooms and they're all really small. This serviced apartment is only 500 square feet and its bedroom is a lot bigger than the bedrooms in that apartment.
I guess in the service apartment, the space is utilized so well. And even though the size of the apartment was actually pretty big, I think the way they utilized space maybe wasn't quite as efficient.
I just think the layout didn't make a lot of sense. I don't think I'd really want to live there because, I mean, it's pretty big. It's like 1,000 square feet, but every room is so small that it always feels like you always feel cramped when you're in there.
But I did really like the neighborhood. There was a really funny, I'm guessing it's a pet store there. What was it called?
You said it was a pet clothing store. I can't remember what it's called though. Petland or something?
Fluffy dog. There was a really cute pet store that was closed.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like Pup and Pantry
It was
or
Fluffy Dog.
Yeah.
But the name cracked me up.
Yeah. You'll be able to see it in the video, but neither one of us can remember what it was right now. But it was funny.
So we have the option to look at more apartments, or we can go with one we saw today.
So we discussed it right after we got back, and we've already decided to go with the 4th one. It just made the most sense. It was the most comfortable. We may be sacrificing a little bit of the like Taiwanese feel of the place. We are still living in Taiwan, so I think it's a good compromise.
Yeah, I think that we'll be really comfortable there, and I'm not going to lie. Having Costco nearby is a huge selling point for me.
Yep, and it is very close.
We will have to get new furniture. I was really hoping that we would find a furnished apartment, but you know, we have to make some compromises somewhere.
And it did have a bed, so it at least had the bed.
Exactly.
Just fingers crossed that we get the apartment.
We'll see. Hopefully all goes well and we'll be moving in shortly.
Please let us know in the comments which apartment you would have chosen. And remember to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.